Yalnız hızlıca şuna bir bakmam lazım.
Okay. Um, okay, I guess now we can start.
So it's not,
So I'm
Sorry.
opening the.
sorry, madam, not changing. It's not sliding. Okay.
So just give me a second. Gülçin hocam, can you hear us? Gülçin hocam. Gülçin hocam.
Çok özür dilerim. Acil bir şey hallettim. Şimdi tamamım.
Tamam. Gülçin hocam, so you hear us, right?
Yes, I can hear.
Then I'm, first of all, I would like to thank you all for being here. And today we are here for the thesis of Charles Lamah. That's correct, right? He is the thesis entitled "The Impact of Foreign Direct Investment and Domestic Investment on Economic Growth: Evidence, Empirical Evidence from Republic of Guinea." And his supervisor, he wrote the thesis with Professor everything. So, Charles, please present us. Please try to finish it at least like maximum half an hour. Then we will have some time to discuss about. Okay. So the microphone is yours.
So thank you, madam. I would like to start this presentation by giving thanks to all the jury members, even if they're not all here. Okay, I give thanks to them for accepting to evaluate my thesis entitled "The Impact of Foreign Direct Investments and Domestic Investment on Economic Growth: The Empirical Evidence from the Republic of Guinea." This study was carried out under the supervision of Assistant Professor Emmanuel that attended to. Then the presentation will proceed following this plan. The first, I will try to enumerate the aim of the study. Then I will come to the introduction, where I will enumerate the question that was to choose this study. Then I will come to the methodology part. Here I will show you which kind of methods that I use for this study. Then the result, and at the end I will make the conclusion. So the aim of this study is to investigate the impact of foreign direct investment and domestic investment on economic growth in the Republic of Guinea by using the annual data from the period of 1987 to 2019. To achieve this specific goal, I use the automatically distributed model. Then I apply the bounce test procedure and the total amount of causality to show the causal relationship between the variables. Shortly, let me make the presentation of my beautiful country, Guinea. Guinea is located in the southwest of West Africa with an area of 245,857 kilometers square. Its population is about 13 million inhabitants. And as you can see on the maps, Guinea is divided into 4 natural regions. We have Lower Guinea, here, Middle Guinea, Upper Guinea, and Forest Guinea. It is bordered with 6 countries. As you can see, in the west side, Guinea-Bissau, the north side, Senegal and Mali, the east side, Ivory Coast, and Sierra Leone and Liberia in the south side. In Guinea, we can find a lot of natural resources. As written on the board, we have bauxite, gold, zinc, aluminum, diamond, manganese, cobalt, nickel, uranium, etc. This is the graph about the economy of Guinea. As you can see, in the period of the study, the economy of Guinea didn't face a lot of changes, but in 2009, the economy of Guinea faced its true level, I mean its low level. And this can be explained by the seizure of power by militaries. Okay, I mean there was a coup d'etat. So on that time, foreign investor was afraid to come to invest in Guinea. And after that period, after 2, 3 years, there was a democratic president who came on power. That's why it increased after that period. And if you check in 2016, where the economy of Guinea reached its peak level, and this can be okay. And the pickup of the economy of Guinea can be explained simply by the reform that was adopted by the democratic president who came on power. And here is the inflows of foreign direct investments. The inflows, as you can see, the inflows of that foreign direct investment in Guinea was not like that, but in some periods, it reached, in 2010, it was true, how can I say that? It reached the true level, okay? And this can be also explained by what I said before, by the seizure of power by military, the coup d'etat. Then after that, it started increasing. And then in 2013, it decreased too. This also can be explained by the outbreak of Ebola in Guinea. So in that time, it was not easy for foreigners to come and invest in Guinea. And then this outbreak of Ebola ran up to 2016. After that period, everything's come back as usually. Then the foreign direct investment reached its peak in 2016, at the end of 2016. Let's come to the introduction. Foreign direct investment, as known by many economics, is the acquisition of assets, okay, that can be materialized in 2 different ways. The first way is the establishment of a new company or firm in the host country by foreigners. It is also called green investments. And then the second one is the brownfield investment. This is the acquisition of already existing firm in the host country. Since then, the Republic of Guinea, despite of all of his natural resources, never took full advantage of this macroeconomic indicator, I mean foreign direct investment. I showed it before, in Guinea you can find a lot of natural resources, but despite all of this, Guinea didn't take advantage of these resources. That's why I chose this topic. So to answer this wondering, I asked about different questions. So the first question is, how does foreign direct investment impact domestic investment in the economic growth first in general? Then, what is the impact of foreign direct investment on economic growth in the Republic of Guinea? Third, how do domestic investments affect the economic growth in the Republic of Guinea? So in the development, I will try to answer these questions. Let's come to the African literature. This topic had been studied by some previous economists. Okay, so in that they found out different results according to the country, according to the type of investment they apply in the country. So at first, let me talk about sugar said and said that they made the study in 2006. They made a study in the Sahara South Africa country around the period of 1975 to 1919 using the endogenous estimated growth method. They found out that foreign direct investment has a positive impact on economic growth. Then I moved to another economist, author called Keita and Yan. They made this study in 2010. In this study, they found that there is a negative relationship between foreign direct investment and economic growth in Guinea using the period of 1985 to 28 by using the Grand Crucial test model. As you can see, I cannot talk about all of the authors, the studies, but as you can see, the impact of foreign direct investment change according to the country, to the type of investment they use, etc. Here, these are the definition of the variables. Here we have one dependent variable and two independent variables. The dependent one is economic growth, symbolized by GDP. And the two independent ones are foreign direct investments and domestic investments. Foreign direct investment is symbolized by FDI. Domestic investment is symbolized by GFCF. Let's come to the methodology. As you can see, I use 4 different texts. The first one is unit test to show up the stationarity of the variables. The second one is the bound test to show up the relationship between how is the relationship between the variables. And the third one is the autoregressive distributed leg model to show up the long run and the short run impact between the variables. Then I come to the Toda Yamamoto causality test to show the causality relationship between the variables. So let's come to results. We're going to start with the result from unit test. The result of unit test show that GDP is stationary in level I0, as you can see at the end of the table. Foreign direct investment is stationary in first difference, mentioned I1, and domestic investment is stationary in I1. So in that, we did this text to show which kind of method we're gonna use. Because the method can be defined according to the decision at the end, I0, I1, I1. But here, you can see that the result is mixed. We have I0, we have I1, and I1. So in that, there are some procedures that we cannot use here. For example, Johnson and Julius, in their configuration, they don't allow the variable to be stationary in I0. The one or the variable be stationary in I1. But in our case, it's not possible. So that's why Pessoa and Al developed the bound test